Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ian is Weird. So today I'm going to do something very different for me. One, I'm going to try to start a scarf, which I haven't worked on a scarf in ages because they're generally boring to me. And I'm not much of a scarf wearer myself. I prefer cowls because no loose ends to worry about. Also, because I wear a lot of hoodies, so I don't need warmth down here, whatever. Anyways, but I saw this scarf pattern by a crocheter known as Nastasia. I mean, you can't not wiggle fingers to that. I mean, that's like the best name ever. But she made this beautiful scarf pattern that has ribbons in it. Ribbons for like awareness. For example, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Everyone should get checked. Everyone should do self checks. If you're under the age, I think, of 40. I'm not a doctor. Check yourself, anyways. But um, but anyone can develop breast cancer regardless of what gender you were assigned at birth. Everyone has breast. Most people have breast tissue, so it's important to check yourself. Sorry, my wife keeps on opening the door. So I have a surprising amount of pink for someone who wears a surprising amount of black. So I'm gonna try to pick the right color of yarn. I'm gonna start working on the scarf. I probably will never show you the finished product because it probably will never be finished. Because I will probably abandon it for darker, more mysterious projects. But of course, I wanted to show off this pattern. Again, this is not my pattern. I hope she has a video of it, like a full-length video of it, on her YouTube channel. If she does, I will link that in the description. If she doesn't, just go, I'll just link her channel so that you can go check out her amazing work. So I have a bunch of different pinks, and I'm already like crossing some off my list, but I figured I'd show you. So I believe this is Lion Brand Anti-Pilling. It's in a very dusty pink, crossing that off the list. I feel like I want a little bit more, it's just, it's barely pink. Let's be honest, it's barely pink. I have a similar color in Big Twist. This is the color Light Rose. Admittedly, a lot of these pinks I have because I was going to do pride flags with them, but shh, don't tell anyone. You can actually use yarn for more than one reason. Amazing. Now I have this pink. It's very tempting. So this is Mainstay's Sparkle Acrylic Yarn in the color Rose Fume. That doesn't sound appealing. But it is this pink that has this like magenta sparkle in it. I made a bat out of it once, and it was pretty cool for someone who really liked the color pink. But again, barely pink. So we're not gonna do that for Riker. We can hear you scratching. Thank you. Okay, some other pinks that I'm gonna kind of weed out are bright pinks. I don't think that the color is kind of making this seem lighter, but this is a fucking bright pink. It's almost red. Can you see it? Can you see it now? It's not helpful. It's really fucking bright pink. It's called Hot Pink. And the name says it all. This is mess. This is Red Heart Super Saver in the color Pretty in Pink. And I still think it's too bright. I think it would be okay, but I'm not like the most in love with it. So tossing that one out the window as well. Out the window, I just mean to the side of my desk so that I can put it back. My camera just turned off. That's so fucking rude. Did I even record anything? Oh my gosh. Don't mind me just having a mental breakdown. It's gonna be okay. Okay, I picked a lot of pinks. If you didn't see it, it happened. We're using Big Twist Medium Rose. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, wait, that's it. Okay, 23. That seems small, right? That seems small for a scarf. Not my pattern. Okay, cool. Okay, so chain 23, which she does beautifully and effortlessly. And then skip the first 3 chains, then make 1 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. So on the 4th chain from the hook, do a double crochet, and then you're going to double crochet all the way down. And again, this is not my pattern, but I do want to share it with my friends and anyone who I know who would like to try this pattern out. If I forget to link her channel, someone please just come and knock me upside the head and remind me to do so, because I always want to give credit where credit is due. But this felt like an important scarf to make, not just for this month, but like I said earlier, if that footage is ever found, um, that that a lot of causes have different colored ribbons they use to bring awareness to their cause. Right here. Please. I'm filming. Thank you. You see my face? I thought he was starting to do it again. So I am noticing my furls is starting to split some of this yarn. It's not too bad. I do find that it's worse with smaller hooks and PC kind of yarn, but that's, just what it is. I don't have the same problem with my clover hooks because they're more leaning towards the boy in the hybrid hook space, whereas these lean more Susan Bates in the hybrid hook space, although both of them are neither in the boy or Susan Bates category of inline versus whatever boy is. Sorry, my brain is not working. I mean, it often isn't, and I don't know why I'm still surprised by it, but I am. So here we are. Yeah, this seems, especially having gone into the 4th loop from the hook, I feel like it's pretty skinny for a scarf. So yeah, we'll figure out the multiple, especially once we start putting ribbons in, so that we can make sure that you can adjust it as needed. Triple C is on. Why am I always busy when she's on? I feel like an ass. Because I want to see her and I want to see Joe. They're both such sweet people. I like them so much. They've been such good friends to me, and I'm always busy when they're on or asleep. No one works harder in these YouTube shades than Dana. That's my theory on things, at least. So yeah, so I guess it's not a terrible width. It seemed a little skinny to me, but now that we have some meat on the bones, looks good. Okay, so gonna play the video. She does the double crochet across, just like we have here. And I don't think she does a chain and turn. I think she just turns. But so, okay. So 1 chain 3, wait, 1 chain 3, okay, plus 20 double crochet. Okay, so we should end up with 20 double crochet and this one turning chain that we had, so that gives us 21 stitches here. So she does that easy math. So we're going to turn our work and we're going to chain 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's like Rice Krispies over here. So you're going to skip the chain space and skip the next 3 stitches. I'm confused. She says, does she want this one? See, when you come to me for a tutorial, it's more of a trial and error, and like how to do things wrong and then like kind of right, than anything else. So we're gonna slip stitch right there. We're not gonna do a single crochet like my body's telling me to do. So she said skip the chain space, which frankly, there's no chain space. It's just double crochets. And then skip 3 stitches. So I skipped 3 stitches and then put it in the 4th. So we'll see if that bites me in the ass at the end of this row, or if that's what you're actually supposed to do. I do find that occasionally I'm a little bit more confused. I think because she does a lot of short form videos that are great for like getting you interested in the project. Sometimes I feel like maybe some things that might be understood by a lot of crocheters might not be mentioned. And therefore, people who need explicit instructions on how to do any task, they might mess them up. So that's just a thought. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going to skip the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. I'm really questioning if I do the right thing in the beginning. Okay, we're going to slip stitch the edge. You like that rhyme? Made up. That rhyme on the spot. Wasn't even intentional. I didn't take credit for it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And that was not having it tonight. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna slip stitch into the 4th next one. So it kind of looks like we're making, just big old loops, which we are. What's cool is what happens in the next row where we'll twist these so they look like, little awareness ribbons, and we'll start making that next row of double crochets. Well, that's a row after that, but you get it. You get it. I like how I'm telling you. You get it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, let's see if this is going to end up right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So let's go back to the beginning of this row and I'll explain what you need to do in case you get a little confused like I did. So at the end of this row, right here, you are going to chain 15 and you're going to skip the first 3 stitches and then slip stitch into the 4th. You're going to chain 15 and you're going to skip 3 stitches and slip stitch into the 4th. And you're going to do that all the way down the row. And we're going to use some double check because I've been wrong before, even though I already watched this. I've just finished watching Scooby-Doo. So yeah, it's going to start looking like this, which, you know, could be a look. But yeah. Okay, so we're going to go into the last stitch. We're going to do a slip stitch. Okay, now it's a little bit easier to see the multiple. So what the multiple for this this particular scarf is it is a multiple of 4 plus 3. So the 3 is going to give you the turning chain at the end, and then the multiple is going to give you how many ribbons you have in each row. So now we're going to turn our work for row 3, and we're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're getting to the height of the twisted ribbon. So I don't know if it matters which way you go, whether you twist your loop clockwise or counterclockwise. I don't think there's a difference, but I'm just going to do what she does. And she does hers counterclockwise. So you twist the loop, and you're going to do 3 single crochets into the top of that twisted loop. So 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to chain 1. So it looks like that. If you let it go, it's going to look like that, which looks like shit, but, you know. Going to twist the same way, and we're going to do kind of the same thing all the way down. But I'm going to double check before starting that that's in fact what she does, because I believe that's what she does. Like I said, I only watched this all the way through once. Okay, so same step. You're going to twist your loop. You're going to do 3 single crochets into the top of that twisted loop. Now make sure you twist it, otherwise it's just going to look like a weird like loose loop. And then you're going to chain one, and you're going to go to your next loop, and you're going to twist it. 3 single crochets into the top of that loop. Chain one. Twist your loop. Don't forget to do that step. Very important. What gives the ribbon look. 2, 3. And then you're going to chain one. You're going to twist your loop. You're going to do 3 single crochets. So this is what it looks like so far. How fucking cute. Oh my gosh. Now, this would be great. Now, I know that there are tons of different ribbons out there. There are variegated ones that there's yarn for. This is just, it's so cute and genius. I'm just like, Okay. So wait till she gets to the end of the row. I don't believe she does the last chain one, but I just want to double check before I speak it into existence. Make your 3, but don't chain one. Okay, remembered that. Okay, so she did make a comment that if your yarn is too soft and flimsy, that this pattern might not work for you. Now, I don't know if that other footage is there, but one of the things I was tossing around was using Caron Simply Soft, and I don't know if this yarn is considered too soft and flimsy. I mean, I think chained up, it has like a little structural integrity. I mean, it's not super stiff, but like I said, I think you would want something very soft on someone who is undergoing treatment, because obviously it's rubbing against their skin, and if their skin's a little bit more irritable, I would think that you'd want something soft. So I would be really interested to see the results of this scarf done with a softer yarn, like Simply Soft or Sleek and Soft or Premier's Eversoft. There's a ton of soft yarns. You could also just get a higher quality 4-weight, like the Lion brand yarn or something like that. Generally, those are softer, a little bit higher quality. Okay, and so you're going to do a double treble, which I believe means you loop around 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So you're going to, instead of doing a double where you would only loop once, or a treble where you would loop twice, you're going to do a double treble and you're going to loop 3 times. And then you're going to go into the double crochet down here. And you're going to pull up a loop. You're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And this should give you the same height that you had on the other side when you did the chain 7. Is it though? Okay, this last one's looking a little rough. I feel like I might not have gone into the right place on that double crochet. Yeah, we're gonna redo that. Okay, yeah, just always check in on how these are looking. Okay, so it actually looks like she's doing a front post double crochet, or front post double treble crochet. And I think that is the key to not warping the ribbon. Let me see if that's true. Oh yeah, that looks way better. Right? That last ribbon's still like a little bit, you know, needs some help, but hopefully the rest of the work will continue to make it better. Okay, so let's see what we're doing in the next row. Yeah, so I think doing a front post double treble crochet is actually like into that double crochet is actually better than trying to go into the stitch itself. So you're going to chain 3 for the next row and turn. You're going to skip the chain space. Okay, I got. That's not the chain space. That's the first. I guess it's part of the double treble. Although I'm not liking how freaking big that is, but um, hmm. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna skip the first stitch. I'm gonna reword it. If you don't like it, that's fine. Watch her video. I mean, she's a great crocheter. I'm really not trying to be shady whatsoever. I'm just language changes through all people who do crochet and knit and anything. It's like the retelling of a story. You know, we're all just telling it in the language that we know. So we're gonna double crochet across. Sorry, this is so damn splitty. So we're gonna go into those 3 single crochets first. We're gonna do 1 double crochet in each of those 3. And then she does something that I thought was a little interesting. So, oh wait, hold on a second. Yeah, okay, yeah, she just, so what she does is she goes into the chain space in between the ribbons. So you're gonna yarn over, you're gonna insert your hook into that chain. You're gonna yarn over, pull through, and then you're gonna do your double crochet there. You're gonna do that all the way down. So you're gonna get all 3 of the stitches at the top of the ribbon. And then you're gonna go into the chain in between. I don't know why I had to whisper that. I made it weird, but okie dokie. So we're just double crocheting our lives away here. You know, this is a great time to reflect on things or, you know, think of other ways you can adopt this pattern. I would be very interested to see it in a hat. I think that would be really cool. So I might give that a shot and just kind of make up some increases and decreases for it. You know, why not? That's the great thing about patterns is you can start with it one way and just totally adapt it to whatever project that you want to do. So once you're at the end, oh wait, we're not at the end. Remember how this could just flip and look totally confusing? Well, make sure it's flipped the right way so that you do the right thing. Such a good instructor. wish I had Owen Wilson here to say wow, because I feel like this is a good one. Okay, so we're going into the last single crochet that we put in there, and let me make sure that that is the last one. No, she puts it into the chain. So she says there should be 21 stitches still, so let's count and see. Okay. Oh, the chain 3. So she's including the chain 3 in the 21 stitches. So it's a chain 3 plus 20 double crochets. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, bitch. Okay, and then I suppose you just repeat the process over and over again until you're happy with the length of your scarf or whatever you decide to make with this. But this is what my little sample swatch looks like. Let me see if I have any notes. Now, I did use a different hook size than her. So, as could be expected, I am seeing some differences in the cleanliness of my ribbons. So I think if you're going to use a size 4 hook, I think you could probably drop down. I wonder if you drop down to like 13 stitches. Yeah, I feel like if you did 13 stitches, that might be good, or just drop down to 14 chains when you do your ribbons. Experiment what's right for you and your tension. Your tension is going to be a big player in how this ends up looking. So before you get past this point, see if the ribbons are looking like you want them to. If they're not, then go ahead and adjust your counts for your loops. Because the loops, really all you're doing is trying to make loops of consistent sizing. If you have problems with chaining inconsistently, I would say that this is going to be a challenge to you to try to get to a consistent chain size. I would say that I have medium tension when it comes to my chains and crocheting in general. But because I used a larger hook, my chains are going to be longer. So I would, and because you're not really going to have anything pulling up like this, pulling this up. If you had a hat, you'd have the tension of pulling it up, but because this is a scarf, it really is what it looks like. So if you want it to look a little neater, then maybe bump off 1 or 2 chains. So this is my swatch of the, what does she call it, anything? She says crochet awareness scarf. So this is my swatch of the crochet awareness scarf. Like I said, probably not gonna finish this, but who knows? You never. Sorry, I just turned it off. Great, this is cool. We're doing great. So, like I said, just play with it, have fun. Like I said, the multiple is it's a multiple of 4 plus 3. And the multiple that you do is going to be how many ribbons you have across. So, however you want to play that, go for it. If you're working in the round, you do not need that turning 3. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this. I know I am a huge hot mess, so take it with what you will. I hope that everyone does self-checks on themselves. There are videos and picture tutorials on how to do self-exams for breast cancer. Like I said, most people have breast tissue, whether you are assigned female at birth or assigned male at birth, or are intersex or anybody. Most people have breast tissue, and that is what we want to check for. We want to look for changes, any lumps, any soreness, anything like that. But when in doubt, go check it out. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. I don't think I coined that, but it just worked out like that. But yeah, and like I said, please feel free to adapt this to whatever you want. And all the credit goes to Nastasia for being an amazing crocheter and a very inventive, uh, crocheter that's super interesting to watch. I always have a super great time seeing what she creates. So I hope you all have a great night, day, morning, wherever you are. And if you don't, that's not my fault. And take ownership over your problems. I'm sorry. I love you all. Talk to you later. Bye.